Well, good day. Welcome to today's Living Word. I'm Dwayne Matz. We're continuing with the parable of the wedding feast. We'll pick it up in Matthew chapter 22, beginning at verse 8. Then he said to his servants, "The wedding is ready, but those who were invited were not worthy. Therefore, go into the highways, and as many as you find, invite to the wedding." So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all whom they found, both bad and good. And the wedding hall was filled with guests. That's Matthew 28 or 22, verses 8 through 10. So we're continuing today with this parable of the wedding feast. And last time we talked about the times of the early church era, the times of the martyrdom of the apostles and the destruction of Jerusalem in 70 AD. Now we move on to the latter days and the Great Commission of the post apostolic age. This is the time that we're living in right now, and we have been living in it for the past 2,000 years. The wedding is ready. Jesus could return at any time. The gospel has traversed the highways of the four corners of the earth. And if I could use a film analogy here, the good, Clint Eastwood, the bad, Lee Van Cleef, and the ugly, Eli Wallach, almost all tribes and nations have heard the good news. They have been invited. The world is ripe for the return of Jesus, as he said in Matthew 24:14, and this gospel of the kingdom will be preached in all the world as a witness to all the nations, and then the end will come. There's just one thing missing, really. The wedding hall must be filled to capacity. When the last soul is in the barn, the end will come. In that sense, not one of God's children will be missing on that final day. Isaiah 34:16 says, "Search from the book of the Lord and read. Not one of these shall fail. Not one shall lack her mate, for my mouth has commanded it, and his spirit has gathered them." Jesus said in John 6:39, "This is the will of the Father who sent me, that of all he has given me, I should lose nothing, but should raise it up at the last day." The Apostle Paul wrote this to Timothy in 2 Timothy 2:19. "Nevertheless, the solid foundation of God stands, having this seal, the Lord knows who are his, and let everyone who names the name of Christ depart from iniquity." So none will be lost. The invitation stands even today for you and I until the Lord returns. Open that invitation, receive Jesus, and be a part of this great wedding feast. John 1:12 says, "As many as received him, to them he gave the right to become children of God, to those who believe in his name." I'm Dwayne Matz, and that's today's Living Word.